Hello everybody, my name is Jacob with mustcontainminis.com, and today we're looking at the Stryx miniatures for the Spires faction of Conquest. These miniatures are by Para-Bellum Wargames, and we're going to open it up and build these minis. Now let's get into it. When I opened up this box, I realized that the sprues are extremely thick. The plastic is good quality, and I'm going to give you a close-up of what's on these sprues. Now I'm going to go through these fast, so if you want a closer look, make sure you pause the video. So in this box there are two different sprues, and you get this on the front. And this is what the back looks like of the one. And then the smaller sprue, which contains some perches and some wings. This is what you get on the one side. And flip it over to the other side. The bases that Para-Bellum chose to use for Conquest really attract me to the game, at least to the miniatures. So they have circle bases, so you can use them for whatever skirmish games you want. But they also have these squares, so you can put them in the square trays for when you want to play rank and file games. Coincidentally enough, Para-Bellum has both a skirmish and a rank and file version of their game Conquest. Para-Bellum packed together 12 miniatures in this box, and they go together easily enough. Now, the instructions tell you how to build 2 of them, rather than 4, so you're kind of on your own for a couple of them. That said, I was able to figure it out pretty easily. On top of that, I took some liberties with how I built them, and I made it so no 2 of them were the same. On my build desk, I had fun putting them together, and I did not worry about how they would line up in the rank and file trays. It turns out that they all fit into the movement trays pretty well. That's a lucky thing on my part, as I did not take any time to measure or calculate or figure things out. It just worked out. So whether that'll be the case for you or not, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that you can build these in isolation from each other and then rank them up and fit them on the movement tray, which actually surprised me. These miniatures are large, and I feel they're a little top heavy. I think I'm going to have to put something in the base to make them so that they stay a little firmer when I move them around the tabletop. So maybe there'll be some blue tack, or maybe I'll magnetize the bottoms and put something on the tray as well. I'll have to figure that out in the future. Although, cosmetically they look very nice. I'm impressed with these miniatures. Now let's take a look at how they rank up to other games. If you're not familiar with the miniatures of Conquest by Para-Bellum, be forewarned that they are larger size miniatures. If you have games that you want to pull these miniatures into, that might matter, but if you're just looking to play Conquest, this shouldn't be a deal breaker at all. Going left to right, we have the Para-Bellum miniatures, which are currently unpainted, alongside a Oathmark miniature, a Frostgrave miniature, a Wargames Atlantic skeleton, and a Primaris Space Marine. You can see that they're about the size of a Primaris Space Marine, so they're pretty large on the most part. Now I will say again that I am impressed with the miniatures. Even though they have small bases and I feel they're top heavy, they actually stand up pretty well. On my hobby desk, they all stood up perfectly, no issues at all. And when I got down to my gaming mat, I did have issues with one specific one that did not want to stand up anymore. That said, he did stand up within his tray. Now moving them around the table, you can see that sometimes they fall over, which will be a little bit of a mess to stand up again, which is another reason you might want to look into either blue tack or weights in the base or magnets or something to keep these miniatures standing upright better while you move them around the gaming table. Para-Bellum did send me 2 boxes of their First Blood faction starter sets. In the future, we're going to open those up and take a look in there. When we get to those videos, you will see that their older miniatures are actually built or molded differently than these new ones like the Stryx. I think there's some better quality to the sculpts of the new ones, but I haven't built the First Blood ones yet to take a closer look. Before going, I want to say that Para-Bellum has set up an affiliate commission system with Must Contain Minis. You can help us out a long way by going to the link down below and using that if you want to buy Para-Bellum miniatures, and using the coupon code MCM. The first time that you buy from them, you can get a 10% discount with this code. There will also be affiliate links to other vendors that I work with that also sell this product. Until next time, happy gaming everyone.